presentation of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports.
To the end zone. Touchdown. Fond du Lac.
Hoke into motion. They give it to Hoke out of the veer on the left-hand side. Hoke off to the races. 40. He's gone. 30. 20. Hoke to the house. Touchdown. Spring.
Radio Plus Sports. Recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence as the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
And the Fond du Lac Cardinals have snapped Kimberly's 70-game winning streak.
High school games on air and video streaming live at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's right. Watch the biggest games live, too.
Play action going right side. Tipped, intercepted. 10, 5, pick 6. Touchdown, Fond du Lac. And the rush is on, and that ball is incomplete. And Schrout was in the backfield all day to make a big-time hit.
St. Mary Springs will win that 8th WIAA state championship.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, BCI Burt Company,
FloorQuest, Taco Bell, Attorneys Everson and Gibbs,
Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial,
Camera Casino, The Leb Insurance Group, Marion University,
Anders Auto Parts, and Flying By Drone Service.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
And we welcome you to North Fond du Lac. We welcome you to high school sports on 95 and 96.1 The Rock, WTCX.com. We are video streaming tonight's St. Mary Springs and Random Lake football game. Welcome in to the Holiday Automotive pregame show. I'd like to thank National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, the BCI Burt Company, Everson and Gibbs, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial, the Leb Insurance Group, along with Marion University and Anders Auto Parts. Have a WIAA Division 6 Level 1 football playoff game tonight on our video stream as the Random Lake Rams will come to town as they take on the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers. Taking a peek at both of these two teams as we're previewing tonight's game. The Ledgers, champions of the Flyaway Conference. They finished 6-0 in the Flyaway and 7-2 overall this season. Meanwhile, the Random Lake Rams at 6-3 from the Big East. And didn't play a non-conference game because there are a total of 10 teams in that conference. They finished 6-3 overall and that 6-3 mark in the conference as well. We're about 7.5 to 8 minutes away from the opening kickoff between Springs and Random Lake. The Ledger started off the season losing 2 consecutive games, one to Lake Country Lutheran 21-14, and then they lost to Amherst at 14-7. That was all the way back in August. Since that 2-game slide, they have rattled off 7 consecutive wins, and they find themselves another Flyaway Conference championship. Meanwhile, the Rams of Random Lake, they started off pretty good, a 4-game winning streak, and then they lost 3 out of the last 5 games, including a drubbing over losing to Cedar Grove, Belgium last Friday, 57-14. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. This is your Holiday Automotive pregame show. It's on RadioPlusInfo.com. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back with an interview with Bob Highland that's on the way next on the show.
I won.
Nice.
Oh, yeah? You won the Taco Bell Xbox One X with a new Elite controller. Can you handle all that power? Can you wipe out enemies in the outer worlds? Survive. Still sleep at night?
How do you know all this?
I won last week.
Hey, that's my chalupa.
Grab a $5 double chalupa box for your chance to win an exclusive Xbox One X Eclipse bundle.
Holiday Automotive sponsors our pregame show. It's on RadioPlusInfo.com. Video streaming tonight's game between St. Mary Springs Academy as they get set to take on Level 1 of the WIAA playoffs. Random Lake. Bob Highland with us on the phone line. Coach, always a pleasure. Good to talk to you again.
Real good. Good to be here and nice to be in the playoffs and start over again.
Yes, indeed. It's champions of the Flyaway Conference, 7-2 overall. Bob, your initial reaction from Division 5, ranked all year, to dropping down to Division 6 for the playoffs?
We never know where we're going to be. When you're on the bubble like we are, one team will make a difference. And this year it so happens that a couple teams got in the upper divisions. And when Amro beat Lemira the other day, last Friday, that put us in there. But, again, when you're on the bubble, you don't know if you're one or the other. And the same thing happened to quite a few schools dropping down a division from previous years. So we'll play wherever we have to.
Bob Highland with us here for the Holiday Automotive pregame show. Bob, your thoughts on Random Lake. Have you had a chance to review what they like to do?
Oh, yeah. We get 2 films and exchanged on Saturday and started looking at them Sunday and Monday and have everything set up. They're a typical team that we face all year. They're a 4-4 package on defense, which means 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 defensive backs. It looks like they're going to cover 3. They're going to drop back and try to keep every pass in front of them and that. But the biggest thing they have to do is they have to be able to stop our run. And we've been facing that type of defense all year, so we should be well acquainted with it. Offensively, they're out of the gun. They're in a spread formation. Generally, most of the time, 4 wide out, a lot of motion, and they are probably 50-50 run and pass. So we have our hands full. They'll try to outguess us, but I think, again, one of the things that we have to do better at is the line play, control the line of scrimmage.
How are the injuries for the Ledgers, and will Marcus make a go of it on offense this week?
Marcus was cleared to play last week, but we decided not to play him in that, and so he's healthier this week. He's been practicing well. We'll see him starting on defense, but not sure how much offense he'll play. It'll be game time decisions. We'll get him in, but we're not sure how much he'll play there. But it's nice to have probably the best player in the conference back.
I know that you don't like to look ahead to potential opponents. You have Random Lake coming up on Friday night, but potential matchups down the line here. Racine Lutheran, Eau Claire Regis in Division 6. Any thoughts on those 2 teams, on the seasons they've had?
Not one.
Mm-hmm.
All it is, and when you get in the playoffs, it's one and done. And if you look ahead, you're probably done. So we do not look ahead at all. We're taking this one second week. Hopefully we play Winnebago Lutheran, and then go right down the line from there. But you have to take them one at a time. If you look ahead, you probably get sniped a little bit.
Bob Highland with us.
When I was looking to re-enter the workforce, I was looking for a place that I could settle in and develop a career, and National Exchange Bank has offered me that.
I've been with National Exchange for over 15 years now, and one thing that's impressed me is the way National Exchange has always stepped up to support the community.
Once you work at the bank, you'll find out why people don't leave. You're part of the National Exchange Bank family. You're not just an employee. And when I'm asked where I work, I answer with pride. I work at National Exchange Bank and Trust.
Is your furnace ready for the frigid cold temperatures this winter? Turn to the experts at Fond du Heating and Air Conditioning, your factory authorized carrier dealer. Save money down the road with preventative maintenance. Their high quality, skilled technicians can handle the job to get that furnace ready to roll for the cold temperatures. To book your appointment today for your fall maintenance on your furnace, turn to the experts and call Fond du Heating and Air Conditioning, your factory authorized carrier dealer. Celebrating 20 years in the business. Call 920-922-4565 or visit fondyheating.com. Good luck to all area teams on their quest to a state title.
Back here as part of the Holiday Automotive pregame show. It's on RadioPlusInfo.com. So glad you're along tonight. Nick Rush on the video stream. We have the Ledgers and the Rams. We are almost to the opening kickoff. Holiday Automotive, again, sponsoring our pregame show. Thank you very much. And let's take a peek at Division 6. That's right, I said Division 6. The Ledgers were ranked all year in Division 5, but a crucial win by Amro over Lemira last Friday pushed Springs to Division 6. A couple of other things happened along the way as well, but the Ledgers, again, ranked in the upper portion of Division 5 all year, but they find themselves again in Division 6. They won Division 6 in the state championship back in 2017. They haven't been a stranger to Division 5 either. They won the title last year there in Division 5, but once again, they're in Division 6. They're also paired with Winnebago Lutheran Academy, who's in Division 6. They're taking on Johnson Creek tonight, and if Bago and Springs both win, those two teams will meet each other next Friday. That game would be here at North Fond du Lac. Other games going on around the area tonight. Division 1, the Fond du Lac Cardinals. They're home to Arrowhead tonight. Also in Division 3, Plymouth is home to Wisconsin Lutheran. The aforementioned Lions of Lamira, they are at Horicon Eustisford. Laconia is at New Holstein tonight, and Omro, they squeak into the playoffs with a win last Friday. They are at Kewanee tonight as well. So some flyaway area teams making the WIAA playoffs. Ledgers have been to the playoffs. Yeah, they've been there a lot. 16 appearances in the WIAA playoffs in the last 19 years. Make it 17 out of the last 19 years. And Springs, every single time they make the playoffs, they make it to at least level 4. The Ledgers are on a 10-game winning streak as part of the playoffs. The last time they lost was to Darlington in level 4 years ago, 2 years ago in 2016. They won the state title last year in 17, in 18, I should say, and the year prior in 2017. Take a timeout and come back to North Fond du Lac after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Muthig Industries in Fond du Lac would like to wish our area teams best of luck in their quest to a state title. Muthig Industries is a family-owned business that started in 1965. They're one of the area's top full-service manufacturers of precision metal stampings, laser cutting, production machining and turning, tool and die manufacturing, and custom metal fabrication products. They're dedicated to providing the highest quality services to their customers. For more info, visit MuthigInd.com. Good luck, athletes, and all your hard work and dedication from the staff at Muthig Industries. 33 East Larson Drive, Fond du Lac.
RadioPlusInfo.com has video tonight of the Ledgers and the Rams. Thanks for tuning in to the Holiday Automotive Pregame Show. Both of these two teams coming into the playoffs once again. The Ledgers, again, riding a 10-game winning streak in the WIAA playoffs. Let's meet the starting offense for the Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy. As you see them on your screen, we'll bring them to you, read them to you here today. At quarterback for the Ledgers is a junior, 6', 170-pound player, number 14, Braden King. One of the backs for the Ledgers is a sophomore, 5'10", $150. That's Isaac Highland. The other running back for the Ledgers out of that split back veer, the running back, a junior, 6'3", $180, number 8, David Miller. Michael McGuire, one of the offensive linemen, 5'11", 230-pound junior. Logan Ramaker, 6'5", 265. Justin Ditter, the fellow lineman, 6'3", 215. He's a senior. Connor Coleman, one of the guards for the Ledgers, 6'1" and 240. He's a senior. Billy Schrouth is a defensive lineman, or offensive and defensive lineman, that is, 6'5", sophomore, 265. The tight end for the Ledgers is Matthew Mayer. Checks in. 6'2", $195, and Aiden Ottery in there as well, and Hook will rotate in part of the tight end position as well. We'll see a limited Marcus Orlandoni tonight. He did not play all that much last week. They wanted to kind of save him for the upcoming playoff push here, so he will rotate in for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers coming off of that injury from earlier this season. Did sit out some time. St. Mary Springs Academy, coached by Bob Highland in his 49th season, 466, 112, and 2 is the all-time record. Ledgers have finished as conference champions 33 years. Interestingly enough, Highland's first conference title didn't come until his 5th year at the school. Did you know that? Yeah. After a second season at Springs, did you know Bob's record was 115-2? Since that time, it's been very, very successful. And let's take a peek at the video screen here today. The Ledgers are in the all blues. The blue jerseys and the blue pants, along with the white helmets and the white numbers. And Random Lake is in their road whites, the white jerseys and the blue pants. You're thinking, these two teams have the same colors. Well, yes, they do, but the Ledgers are in the all blues here tonight. Keep that in mind as we progress along to the broadcast here. Highland and Miller back deep to receive the kick from Random Lake, and they will be kicking toward the north end zone here at North Fond du Lac. Springs defending the north end zone, traveling to the left across your video dial and video screen toward the south end zone. Again, here at North Fond du Lac High School. This will be the Ledgers' home for next couple of weeks. Ledgers, here it comes. The run up and the kick, an end-over-end kick. It'll sail to Highland. Catches it at the 15 to the 20. 25, 30-yard line, tiptoeing his way up to the 32 and 33, and that's where the Ledgers take over 1st and 10 with that veer formation. Coming up here, we'll see the Ledgers' first crack at the offensive unit. Ledgers have been an offensive juggernaut since the first conference game, really. Ledgers average about 33 points a game, and there's the handoff. They'll try David Miller to the right side of the offense. He's got a first down. Rumbling through is David Miller, right side. Picks up about 12 on the play. And that's a Ledger first down as they move the sticks. This Random Lake defense run out there. Some 4 down linemen playing a 4-4 set. Couple of the running backs in motion now for the Ledgers. Highland will take the carry, tiptoeing his way, now cutting it upfield. And Highland gets tripped up as he crosses the 45-yard line down near the 44. That's going to be near another Ledgers first down. But Highland getting his first carry of the night. That one will scoot for about 9. Are they going to mark him shy? I think they are. Officials will take a peek here. Highland on the season, 80 carries for 674 yards. He's got 8.5 a carry when he does touch it. That one goes for a little bit more than that average. And does have 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. What a time out there for a measurement. Did he get it? Officials are going to look. No, just shy. A couple of inches shy of the stick. So they will mark it 2nd down for Springs. Ledgers, again, on the season, 7-2. They run it more than they pass it. About 2,500 rushing yards on the season, 35 rushing touchdowns. And Braden King has 4 of the Ledgers' 6 passing touchdowns. Cade Sobel has the other 2. King doesn't have a pick yet this season. Leading receiver for the Ledgers is Aiden Audrey. 14 catches for 228 and a couple of touchdowns on the season. So we'll go 2nd down and very, very short. We'll call it 2nd and an inch. How's that? In motion comes Highland to this near side. Ball is at the far hash, and they flip it over to David Miller. Miller's got an angle to the 40-yard line. 35, cutting it upfield. 30, 25, 20. Miller inside the 5. Gets finally wrangled down. And there's a nice pickup of about 39 or so on the carry for David Miller. And Miller scoots his way forward. Nice gain, again, for St. Mary Springs Academy. He's going to go inside the 5. They'll go 1st and goal. The Ledgers on the move as they started this drive all the way back at their own 33-yard line, going on their 4th play. Handoff Highland, end zone, touchdown Springs. That was quick. It goes 4 plays, and they span 67 yards, and the Ledgers find pay dirt on a 5-yard stumble by Highland. And the Ledgers jump up on your scoreboard, 6-0. Point after touchdown going to be attempted here by Fausch. Line up, snap is a little bit low. They clear it away. Fausch's extra point is on the way, and it is good. And with 11:03 left to play, it's a 57-second drive. Ledger score first, up 7-0. Back after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113 or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
Isaac Highland scoring his 11th rushing touchdown of the season. That one goes for 5 yards. Ledger's up now, 7-0 on your scoreboard with, 11:03 left to play in the first quarter. That drive, again, goes 4 plays and spans 67 yards and 57 seconds. That might be the quickest drive the Ledgers have had in quite some time. There's the run-up and the kick. It's going to be fielded at the 10, to the 15, to the 20-yard line, up to the 25, and clears his way up to the 30-yard line. I believe the return man was number 20 in Chase Knoll, who also doubles as the quarterback. Total of 52 teams that are different in 2019 that qualified in 2018 of the playoffs. Again, 52 teams made it last year, missed it this year, or missed it this year that made it last year. So there you go. There's the handoff, and that handoff will go to number 22 for Random Lake, and that's Ethan Miller, the senior running back, and he'll not get much on that attempt. It's second down. Yeah, they'll rotate Miller in for this offense here for the Rams. A couple of yards on the pickup there as I continue to kind of watch my screen here. There we go. If you're watching the game tonight, what you can do is send me an email. It's Nick R. at WFDL.com. That's Nick R. at WFDL.com. Here's play action. They'll go left side, and they have a wide receiver to the left side, and he gets ripped down as he gets into Springs territory, and that receiver is down. David Miller ripped him down hard. And to the sidelines goes Random Lake's number 22, Ethan Miller again. They get it to the 42-yard line. Nice pickup on the pass, and that one will go for a first down into Ledger's territory. Got a nice completion as they tiptoe down the left-hand side, but out right now is Miller. And Knoll will put a man in motion, turns and hands the football off, and the Ledger's defense swarms into the backfield. And they knock him down. That was Ethan Miller, that is. In there, no gain, a loss of 2, and it is second down and 12. Hoke in on the carry for the Ledgers. Again, the Ledgers ranked all year in Division 5, and because a lot had to do with that loss by Lamira to Amro last week Friday night. There's the handoff again. That handoff, they try the right side of the offense through the B gap, and Schrouth in there for a stop, along with Ditter as well. The handoff went to number 42. Let's give credit to Brock Upson, junior running back there. And he picks up nothing on the play. It's third down and 12. Amro draws a 7 seed in Division 5, and that bumped Springs down to Division 6. A couple of different things happened as well, but that was a main headline going into the playoffs. And there's a fumble on the play as they tried to pitch it, and there's a recovery by the Ledgers. Pouncing on it is Connor Coleman. Defensive lineman came up and saw the ball on the turf and pounced right on it. There's a turnover. First one of the ball game, and the Ledgers capitalize.
Update from Foos Field. Arrowhead 7, Fond du 0.
Have a 7-0 score in favor of Arrowhead over Fond du Lac, and that's taking place at Fruth Memorial Field in Fond du Lac. So, talking with Stephen Jorgensen earlier this week, he said that this is not your typical 7 seed. They're going to chuck it down for Miller. Incomplete. And there's Braden King's first opportunity to pass, and that one is incomplete as Miller came out of the backfield and tried to get a shot downfield. No go. Yeah, you take a look at Division I. What's very interesting is you have the top 4 teams, right? You have McGuanago, you have Fond du Lac, you have Kimberly, and Bayport. Now, what the WIAA did is split up all of the top 4 teams in that. Here's King on the right side. King still on his feet. He's got a Ledger first down. King going to take it inside the 35-yard line on a gain of 14 for the Ledger's quarterback. And it's first down. And they divided them all up, and they put them all on different regional groupings. So, a lot of people were looking forward to a possible Fondy and Kimberly round 2 matchup. Well, or round 2 that they would play each other, that is. It wouldn't be until the state championship game. Here's play action for King. The lefty throws it left side for Miller. Miller to the 20. And he'll get escorted out of bounds near the 15-yard line. That will be enough for another Ledger's first down. And there's a nice pickup of, let's see, about 17. Yep, 17 on the play. And Arrowhead is a team that spreads it out. They're big up front as well, and they're the only team not from the conference. There's the right side touchdown for Springs. Nobody went with Miller. No, I'm sorry. Nobody went with the Ledger's number 6, Cade Sobel. That was Cade Sobel on the right-hand side. And there's a 16-yard touchdown pass for Braden King to Cade Sobel, and that's going to be another score at 13-0 in favor of the Ledgers. Sobel, senior, makes a touchdown catch there, and Fausch is going to kick the extra point here. That is Sobel's second receiving touchdown of the season, 5th throwing touchdown for Braden King, and the extra point is up, and it is good. And we got a 14-0 ball game on your scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, come back to North Fond du Lac after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Real memories deserve real cameras.
Love to hear from you tonight. If you are listening to the broadcast, what you can do is email me, nickr@wfdl.com. That's nickr@wfdl.com. Receiving touchdown for Cade Sobel, 16-yarder. Ledger's up now, 14-0. And Knoll has it along the left-hand side for the Rams. And he'll take it as far as he can get it. And we have offense back on the field. And I believe Kaufman made the stop. Again, for Springs. Case Knoll, again, return man and the quarterback. Bailey Hoke, watching Jake Hoke tear it up from Iowa. Percano, Bailey, and Connor. Again, checking into the broadcast here tonight. Again, the email address, nickr@wfdl.com. They'll try the right side of the offense. Nobody home. Ledger's answer. Miller was in the backfield, along with a host of other blue shirts back there. Vanderkoy brings him down as well. Loss of 3. It's second down and 13. What else we got here tonight? A Radio Plus roll call for you. We have Greg Giles watching the Ledgers from Houston, Texas. Matt Fisher, go Ledgers from Slinger. Matt and Reed Fisher checking in, and there's a hit to knock him out of bounds after the pass completion to Joey Bach. Vanderkoy, number 17, shoves him out of bounds. They get some of that back. And there is a pickup to about the 36, gain of 11 on the play. Third down and a couple. 3rd and 3, we'll call it. First pass, completion for Knoll in the game here today. And there's a pass. Second pass completion, I should say. The first one went for 28 yards. It's 4th down after the Ledgers defense makes a stand here. They give up first down, but Random Lake forced in a punting situation. Head coach is Nathan Yurness for Random Lake. Ledgers, of course, coached by Bob Highland in his 49th season. 16 state championships for Springs, 8 as a member of WISA before they dissolved, and 8 as a member of the WIAA. There's a kick. That one's almost blocked by the Ledgers. Short kick. Take a bounce. Miller lets it go by him to the right side and takes a Random Lake bounce down inside the 30. We'll call it the 28-yard line. Ledgers beat North Fond du Lac last time out 42-7. So if you're taking a look at where Springs plays, they'll play, provided they win tonight, 3 consecutive weeks here at North Fond du Lac. They played as the visiting team last week and playing as the home team today in the playoffs. Ledgers offense back on the field. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're working from their own 28-yard line. And there's a nice handoff to Miller. And Miller gets ridden down by Random Lake's Joey Bach. And a pickup. On the play, they'll say 10 or so for Miller. And Miller's got, let's see, he's got 29, 39, 49, 59, 61 yards so far. Every time he touches it, it seems to go for at least 10. That one went for 10. In motion comes Springs, and there's a flag that's going to fly. Somebody jumped. And they'll be offsides against Random Lake. That'll push it up 5 yards, 1st and 10. Eric Paul watching the game with the Ledgers and the family. Thanks for checking in tonight, Eric. Appreciate that as always. Who else do we got here? Joe Blackburn listening from the ticket booth. I like that. All right, there you go, man. Hey, whatever it takes. Get you dialed in on our video stream, radioplusinfo.com. Tell your friends. Free to watch. Nice quality HD screen as well. Split backs to the backfield. Handoff goes to Miller. Miller gets tripped up by Random Lake's number 26, Joey Bach again. And that one by Miller will get about 4. 2nd down and 1. Remember the 5-yard penalty pushed it up 5 yards. An email address, Nick R. at WFDL.com. Chad Oleg checking in from behind the stands, from the concessions. There you go. Here's a pass for the Ledgers down the field, overshot. Polk, his intended receiver, down the middle of the field, and it's 3rd down and 1. Take a little shot down the field there, but no go. 5:17 left to play in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Springs on your scoreboard here tonight. John Bird says, go Ledgers from Arizona. There you go, John. It's warm temperatures. Right now it's about, I'd say about 38. Miller to the right side for Springs, and he'll get the first down pickup. He'll go into Random Lake territory. Ledgers move the sticks there from the 47 of one way to the 47 of the other way. And we'll pick up 6 for Springs on that carry. 6 and 4 as I update my stats here tonight. 71 yards so far for David Miller on just 5 carries. Receiver near side, ball in the middle, and there's King off to the races. King 30, 20, nobody's going to catch him. King, touchdown. Springs goes for 47 yards down the right side. There is a penalty flag down, though. There's a penalty marker down at the 25. There's a penalty marker down, 25-yard line. We'll see if this one's coming back. A little laundry on the field there. Chris Tuwig checks into the broadcast. He loved the Holiday Automotive pregame show. There you go. Thanks, Chris. Got an opportunity to chat with Ledger's head coach Bob Highland as part of the Holiday Automotive pregame show. And coming up at halftime, what we're going to do is play my weekly podcast that previews not only this game, but talks about all the area games, including WLA, including Fond du Lac, Lamira, Laconia, Randolph, Omro, Plymouth, Kewaskum. They're all in, and we'll break down the playoffs coming up at the half, part of the halftime show here tonight. Again, the winner of this game takes on the winner of WLA and Johnson Creek. They're matching up tonight at Vikings Field. Have that game on our radio side. Twin receivers near side. Here's King. Incomplete. Intended for Miller. Dove for it. No go. Second down. Be careful up here. I got highlighters. I got phones. Abe's got his computer to my left-hand side here. I almost dropped my coffee down the that would have not been good. There's a whole contingency in front of me here in the box, and my coffee would have been a shower. Somebody down there. Got that drone going yet, Abe? Not yet? Okay. All right. Rick Schultz working on that as we speak. Plays engineer on the side. You know that? And there's Highland, who cut it back to the left side. There's Highland tiptoeing his way through the defense. Highland to the end zone. Touchdown, Springs. Another one. And Highland scampers for 40 yards on the rush. That's his second rushing touchdown of the football game. And the Ledger is up now 20-0 on your scoreboard. Ledgers score again. And Fausch to attempt the point after touchdown. It is up and it is good. And it's a 21-0 ball game. 4:32 left to play in the first quarter. Back after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest-growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
And we're back. Ledger's score on their drive. Highland takes it in from 40 yards away. The Ledger's up now 21-0. Noel will take the kick and cross the 30 up near the 32. Third offensive drive coming up here for Random Lake in the football game. They haven't been able to do anything with it the last couple of times. Had a nice 28-yard pass earlier in the quarter and a 13-yard pass as well, but the running game non-existent. 4 carries for them so far. 2, -2, 0, -3. What the ground game has produced so far, again, for this team. again so far here tonight. And there's the shotgun snap, and there's a play-action pass to the left side, picked off by Springs, intercepted by Highland. Here comes Highland to the 20-yard line. Return, takes it inside the 10, down near the 5. Picked off by Isaac Highland, and the Ledgers looking to capitalize on yet another turnover by Random Lake. That's their second turnover of the football game. First one went for a fumble. Ledgers pounced on it. This one goes for an interception. Simone Blackburn says go Springs. Checks into the broadcast as well. And the Ledgers, some thought they deserved a number 1 seed in the tournament of the regional grouping, and Highland will take it around the left-hand side. Highland getting it to the 10, to the 5. Highland ripped down as he gets to the 5-yard line. Beg your pardon on the return. He didn't take it to the 5. He took it just outside the 10. At the wrong angle up here in the box, but nonetheless, second down after an 8-yard pickup. Second down and 2. Highland and Miller in the backfield. Here's King. King hands it right side, and there's a touchdown for Springs. Beg your pardon on number 35, and that's Marcus Orlandoni. He's into the end zone. Welcome back, Marcus. I had to double check my my stats here. Marcus Orlandoni gets in. That one's a good for a pickup on the play. 5 yards there, and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Again, good to see him back. Marcus on the season. There's a kick. Extra point is on the way, and it is good. 88th carry of the season for Orlandoni. That's his 7th rushing touchdown, and the Ledgers up now 28-0 on your scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
You can't see peace of mind, but it's built into every certified pre-owned vehicle here at Holiday. With benefits like 2 warranties, a year of bumper-to-bumper coverage, and 0 deductible powertrain protection. Plus, scheduled maintenance, courtesy transportation, and roadside assistance. With no worries. Find yours here at Holiday. Wisconsin's largest used vehicle dealer has over 700 to choose from. And most are GM certified. It's a no-brainer. Drive Holiday and discover the difference. It's worth the trip.
Anders Auto Parts is your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store here in Fond du Lac. Anders recently affiliated with the Auto Plus group of auto parts stores to serve you better with quality name brand auto parts, along with an experienced and knowledgeable staff. Anders has served Fond du Lac for 3 generations since 1956. Anders is located just off North Main Street at 16 West Sibley Street, behind the American Family Insurance Agent. For auto parts, see Anders, your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store.
RadioPlusInfo.com has coverage of our game here tonight. Ledgers score. Drive. Just goes a couple of plays after the Ledgers pick it off. And Marcus Orlandoni takes it in from 5 yards away, and we got a 28-0 ball game. The Heenies and Babblers are watching. They're cheering on Springs and their nephew Braden King, number 14. And thanks for watching, along with Eric Paul here tonight. Goes another pass play downfield. They're going to try to air it out, and that is incomplete. Must have saw something watching some pre-roll on this Ledgers defense. Again, trying some things down the field, because Random Lake is a team that only has 773 passing yards on the season. This is a team that 2/3 of the time will run it. The other third passes it. So must have saw something, trying to exploit that for the Ledgers. So far, it hasn't worked. Just a couple of pass receptions. There's an injured player down. We will thank some of our great sponsors tonight, Capelli Brothers and Dietrich. They're a proud sponsor of tonight's game, founded back in 1948. They provide quality workmanship to all clients at very affordable prices. They've completed many commercial and manufacturing, construction, and remodeling projects. Log on to CapelliDietrich.com. Also, special thanks to Fondi Heating and Air Conditioning and Muthig Industries as well. Web Insurance Group, Marion University, Anders Auto Parts, Lakeshore Financial, Summit Automotive, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Everson and Gibbs, BCI Burke Company, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, National Exchange Bank and Trust, and Holiday Automotive, all proud sponsors of our video stream here tonight. My name is Nick Rush. Abe is our producer. To the left-hand side of me, our video producer tonight. We'll pause for a timeout. We'll take a minute timeout, just a minute. Back after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Grant, funny seeing you here. I had no idea you worked at this place.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm a manager.
Already? Last I heard you were just getting ready to go back to school.
I was, but Marion University just launched a 100% online Master of Science in Management degree program that has 4-week classes that begin 12 times each year. So I earned it in 15 months.
That's all? Good for you. Great to see how successful you've become.
To discover how Marion University's new Master of Science in Management program can help you accelerate the initial stages of your career, visit marionuniversity.edu/online.
Want to put some extra cash in your pocket? Open a free Kasasa Cashback checking account with Fox Valley Savings Bank. Make up to 2% cash back on things you'd buy anyway. Just put your purchases on your Fox Valley Savings Bank check card to start racking up rewards. Earn money without having to pay a monthly service charge or keep a minimum balance. Open an account in minutes at fvsbank.com.
Banking made personal, Fox Valley Savings Bank.
Injured player still down for Random Lake on the field. As you see our video scoreboard, 28-0 Springs. Accounting for the scoring tonight, a couple of rushing touchdowns for Highland. Isaac Highland, 5-yard scamper and a 40-yard touchdown run. Ledger's Cade Sobel has a touchdown reception that spanned 16 yards. And Marcus Orlandoni got into the end zone just a couple of minutes ago on a 5-yard touchdown run as well. Again, other games going on around the state of Wisconsin tonight in this area. Fond du Lac and Arrowhead hooking up. That's not your typical 7-2 matchup. Basically, as you take a look at the conference, Madison Memorial, Madison West, Madison La Follette, Middleton, Verona, Sun Prairie, they're all involved in the same conference. So talking with Stephen Jorgensen earlier in the week, mentioned that all those teams from the Big 8 schools involved in a little conference tournament there, and Fondy was the 2 seed. A lot of people thought they'd be the 1 seed. Arrowhead the 7. So those two teams are the only two teams not from the conference. They're matching up tonight. Fond du Lac with a lead at 21-7. Right now, the injured player was number 26, Joey Bach, who's not only been in on the offensive side of the football, but a lot of defensive tackles so far, so that's a big loss. One of their leaders on defense if he is out for an extended period tonight. Fumble on the play. Random Lake's Kyle Koltgen is in there now for Random Lake. Wearing number 4, Kyle Koltgen. 6'1", 160-pound freshman. So what a freshman change at quarterback now, getting some activity tonight. And Ledger's up 28-0 with 3:14 and counting left to play here in the first quarter yet. Shotgun formation. And a man goes into motion now, and they will give it to him. Right up the chute. And Springs, number 61, Connor Coleman, brought him down. Miller did take it up through the chute there. Then Miller, number 22, for Just a loss of 2 on the play. It's 4th down. Coming up here for Random Lake. Again, a beautiful, cool, crisp night for some football. This WIAA Division 6 Level 1 football game. Winner of this game takes on the winner of WLA and Johnson Creek. That's being played at Viking Field here tonight as well. And email address is nickr@wfdl.com if you want to check into the broadcast here tonight. I'd love to get you on the air. And you can email me up here in the press box, nickr@wfdl.com. Several have done so already. Punting situation here for the Rams. It will take it to Highland. Highland crossing his way over the 45, and he'll get to the 48 or so. 1st and 10 Springs, and the first team offense comes back on the field. Again, touchdown so far for Orlandoni, couple for Highland, and a passing touchdown from Braden King to Cade Sabo earlier in this first quarter yet. Again, it's a 28-0 score in favor of Springs. Split backs in the backfield. Receivers are both ways here for the Ledgers, working toward the south end zone. Orlandoni's got the football now. 30-yard line, gets ripped down just shy of the 30 to the 32. And there's a pickup of, let's see, about 22 yards. 20 yards or so on the carry, I should say, for Marcus Orlandoni. That's his 2nd carry of the football game. And the first one went for Pater. Matt Fisher checking into the broadcast along with Chad Olig, John Bird, Greg Giles, Chris Tuwig as well. And here's a pass to the right side. Looks for a screen. And there is Hoke to bring it left side. There's Hoke crossing the 20-yard line. Gets it down to about the 17 or so. And 32 down to the 17. There's a gain of 15 yards on the little screen pass for Hoke on the pass reception. They're going to run Ottery in the slot. Receiver right side as well for the Ledgers. Couple of backs in the backfield. Miller will take, nope, Ottery takes it. I'm sorry, King will take it. Nobody touches him into the end zone. Touchdown, Springs. Fake was so good, even got me. Right side for Springs, and now up 34-0 in the first quarter yet with 1:28 left to play. Any doubt that the Ledgers came to play tonight? Ooh, my goodness, in this Level 1 Division 6 game. Again, top seeds in Division 6, Eau Claire Regis, Abbotsford, Mondovi, and a team that Springs has in their regional grouping. Kick is on the way. Fausch. Kick is up, and it is good. And Braden King takes it in from 25 yards away. And the Ledgers are now up 35-0. We'll take a timeout. And we'll come back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Quality service savings every day. That's what you've come to expect from us at FloorQuest, your flooring and cabinetry destination. We've always provided the best quality flooring and cabinetry for your home, and now our inspired cabinetry and flooring products are doing that more than ever before. Get inspired today and save. In stock, expanded selection, everyday low pricing, along with interior design help and professional installation means the best is in store for you at FloorQuest, Washburn Street in Oshkosh, Rolling Meadows Drive, Fond du Lac.
Welcome back to North Fond du Lac. Welcome back to high school football, WIAA Division 6, Level 1 playoff action. Let's see, Sean Scholler, big Rams fan, checking into the game here tonight. Thank you so much. Sean is watching from Random Lake, watching our live stream, enjoying the broadcast. Thank you. Sean Longley checking in tonight. Sean and Lisa Longley, they're watching from Disney World. That's fun. Hopefully you went to the castle today. Maybe you're just getting in now from Disney World. I wonder what's the temperature down there, Sean? Let me know. I'm betting warmer than here, for sure. Got a 25-yard touchdown run for Braden King, Ledger's quarterback. His first touchdown of the night tonight on the ground. He does have one through the air. And checking some of his stats, King's, let's see. Doesn't give how many rushing touchdowns he has. Yes, it does. 5. Look at the wrong column there. 5 rushing touchdowns on the season. Ledger's defense meets and greets again. And bunch of Ledgers back there, led by Billy Schrouth. Approaching a minute left to play here in the first quarter. Ledgers up and up big, 35-0 so far. Coming up at the half, we'll have our Radio Plus Sports podcast of this week that breaks down all the area matchups and teams. Shotgun formation for the Rams. They put Knoll into motion. Here's play action. Now they're going to look for Knoll, and Knoll got met and drilled by Ottery. Good play by Aiden Ottery, the linebacker, who came up to make a hit, make a stop. 30 seconds left to play, and it's a loss. About 5 on the play. And it's, let's see, 3rd down and long. Call it 3rd down and 14. With 10 seconds left to play here in the quarter. Again, it's just the first quarter, and it's 35-0 on your Ignesian Healthcare scoreboard, member of SSM Health. And that's the end of the first quarter. End of 1. Ledger's up and up big, 35-0. We'll take a 1-minute break, just a 1-minute timeout. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Head to 961therock.com for the complete schedule of the Summit Automotive game plan. Green Bay Packers players in Fond du Lac, talking football and having fun.
At Summit Automotive, we treat you like family.
We're right here off Highway 41 in Fond du Lac.
And we have one of the largest selections of vehicles.
That's right, over 400 to choose from.
At Summit Automotive.
New Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams.
And one of the largest used car and truck selections.
That means you can drive one home today.
We'll give you our best deal.
Our best value.
You have our word on it.
Come see us. We'll go
the extra mile for you.
At Summit Automotive, Fond du Lac.
Have you been hurt by someone else's negligence? Let the team of personal injury attorneys at Averbeck Hammer & Slavin help you understand your rights while protecting your interests. From auto collisions and motorcycle accidents to slip and fall injuries, dog bites, and wrongful death claims, amongst many other personal injuries, their ultimate goal is to help you obtain favorable recovery. Don't wait to get the help you need. Visit averbeckhammer.com or call 920-923-2220 today for your free consultation. Also handling estate planning, probate, real estate, and business matters. Averbeck Hammer & Slavin SC, your local personal injury attorneys.
Back here at North Fond du Lac, we are beginning the second quarter. Ledger's up, and they're up big at 35-0. Sean Longley sent me a message, email. It's 79 in Orlando. Watching from Disney World here today. Have to go there with the kids sometime, of course. Got Alex Buck running camera tonight. Abe Flood is our video producer. There's a high snap. They rip it down, and they're going to try it to the flats to the right side. And the Ledger's D will make them lose a couple yards on that play. And it's 4th down and very long. And a punting situation coming up here for the Rams. Again, Alex Buck is our camera. Abe Flood checking in. He is our video producer tonight. Rick Schultz also here producing and monitoring tonight. Christopher Schneider says, go Ledgers. And there's a kick. Shorter kick takes a random lake bounce. It'll be covered up there inside the 50, about the 47-yard line. Ledgers come up to the line of scrimmage, up 35-0 with 11:09 left to play here in the first half. Again, coming up at halftime, an opportunity to catch in with our area teams, with our podcast. If you span Division 6 and you take a look at Division 6, Iowa Scandinavia, they are the defending Division 6 state champions. Miller takes it, beg your pardon, right side. He'll gain 4 or so. And second down and 6 coming up here. Iowa Scandinavia, again, didn't make the playoffs this year. Things got a lot more interesting when the Ledgers dropped down. Division 6 runner-up from a season ago, Racine Lutheran, they got a nod in this regional grouping as the number 1 seed. Here's King, option, flips it left side for Miller. Miller stiff-arming his way, and there's a flag as he crosses the first down stick, but this one might be coming back. Miller had a little contact there on that left side. Officials threw a flag right in front of the Rams bench. There's a hold against Springs that'll push it back 10 yards. Eau Claire Regis earned a top seed in the Group A regional that features Racine Lutheran as well. Regis earned that top seed in Group A that features teams from the northwestern part of the state. Abbotsford drew a top seed in Group B. Mineral Point had to settle for a 2 seed in a very, very tough region as well. Ledgers back up 10, second down and 10. Here's King throwing. Got his receiver. That's Ottery covered up there inside. 40 down near the 36. Going to be a Ledgers first down. And nice catch there. Goes for about 12 or so. Ledgers move the sticks with a little over 10 minutes left to play here in this second quarter. Yeah, how things shake out. You know, potential intriguing matchups along the way for Springs in Division 6 include Racine Lutheran. There is King. King down the middle. There's a touchdown. King to the end zone. 37 yards. And the Ledgers are up now 41-0 on your Ignatian Healthcare scoreboard. Member of SSM Health. That's his second rushing touchdown of the football game. First one went for 25. That one goes for 37. And again, the Ledgers are up 41-0. Racine Lutheran, of course, unbeaten this year. Looking very, very good as the state runner-up from a season ago. Again, Springs lost their first 2 games this season. Very uncharacteristically sloppy. A lot of turnovers in those first 2 games. Lost to Amherst and Lake Country Lutheran. Amherst, an incredible run in Division 5. Talk more about that when we come back. 42-0 Springs. Back after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
I want to get health insurance. What do I do? Step 1, call the Lev Insurance Group. That's it. We will assign you a dedicated agent who will help you sift through all the confusing insurance lingo and offer options uniquely tailored to you. Even if you have questions later on, you can always call your dedicated agent. Best of all, it won't cost you extra to use our services, but it could cost you a fortune not to. The Lev Insurance Group. Healthcare simplified.
Back on Radio Plus Sports. This is our video stream tonight at RadioPlusInfo.com. The groupings in Division 5 are top-heavy. When I say top-heavy, keep an eye on Spencer Columbus Catholic at third-seeded Bloomer. That's a good matchup in Division 5 tonight. End-over-end kick, and that'll be taken at the 7, up near the 10 to the 15 to the 20-yard line. Ledger special teams unit there to cover him up. And the return man, again, was number 20 for Random Lake in Case Knoll. Random Lake has not had their starting quarterback that began the season since week number 5. And Knoll taking over some of the snaps. We've seen him at quarterback tonight, and Kyle Kultgen is in there now, the freshman quarterback. In motion goes Random Lake. And there's a fumble on the play. And the Ledgers, Ledgers jump on it. That's number 23 in Van Horn. I want to make sure he got that. And that's the third Random Lake turnover tonight. Things not going in Random Lake's favor. And the Ledgers will try to take advantage of another turnover. Taking a peek at the other game in Division 6 that we're keeping an eye on. Right now, Johnson Creek leads WLA 14-7. Receivers are both ways. And there's a handoff for the Ledgers. And Ledgers Miller will take it for a positive gain there. Gain of about 6, second down and 3. Gain of 7, second down and 3. Again, 7:55 left to play in the first half. It's 42-0 Springs, and they're knocking on the door of Random Lake. Stratford, the 2 seed, interesting, despite not allowing a point this year. There's a pass play to the left-hand side. Ledgers into the end zone. Touchdown for Aiden Ottery. And that one goes for 17 yards. And that is Ottery for a touchdown. And Ottery got a 17-yard run there after the catch. Takes it in. Springs 48. Random Lake nothing. On your Ignatian Healthcare scoreboard, a member of SSM Health. Miller is getting set to hold. Fausch to kick it here for Springs. And lines are down. Snap is clean, and the kick is clean too. And the Ledger's up now 49-0. Scoreboard. Take a timeout. Come back to North Fond du Lac after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
See the world from a different point of view with Flying By Drone Service. Rick Schultz of Flying By Drone Service is a certified drone pilot serving East Central Wisconsin with aerial stills and videos for commercial projects like real estate, new construction, and company events. Flying By Drone Service can capture footage of your community schools, parks, and special occasions, or even breaking news coverage when there's a story to tell. To see the world from a new point of view, contact Rick Schultz of Flying By Drone Service today.
And back to action here at North Fond du Lac. Knoll will take it up to almost the 30-yard line. Coleman in on the stop for the Ledgers. Ledgers defense comes back on. Ledgers have not punted tonight, capitalizing on 3 Random Lake turnovers. And interception by Springs Highland, couple of fumbles by Random Lake, and the Ledgers have turned them into points and find themselves up 49-0 on your scoreboard. And in motion comes Random Lake. Ledgers ripping them down in the backfield right away. Wow. Big time hit by Springs. Number 36, Levi Hepner. Linebacker came in to make a pop. Got in the backfield right away.
Tucker on the tackle.
I'm sorry, they say Tucker on the tackle there. And it's 2nd down and 12 after a loss of 2. There's a quarterback keeper. Colchin takes it for minimal gain on the play. 3rd down and 12. Again for Random Lake. Random Lake really hasn't been able to generate any offense. They had a couple of nice pass plays. One went for 28 yards to Ethan Miller. The other one went to pass play downfield for Case Knoll as well. When he was at quarterback, went for a 13-yard pass play too. And they are going to try to air it out, up and incomplete. It falls incomplete. It's 4th down and 12. Ledgers are 144-6 since 2008. Can mention that they have 8 state title game appearances in the last 10 years. Ledgers have 16 overall championships, 8 as a member of WISA, 8 as a member of the WIAA. Their resume includes winning state 2002, 2009. They were both in Division 5 that year. Fell down to Division 6 in 2011, 12, 14, and 15. Bumped back up to 2018 in Division 5, and they beat Stratford last year in the state title game there. They also played in Division 6 back in 2017 when they won the state championship. 12 state title game appearances because they finished runner-up in 2003, 2005, and 2010. Most state championships out of any school. Bob Highland, the winningest coach in Wisconsin high school football history. And there goes running back for the Ledgers in there now. It's number 33, Tony Koenigs. Will get his first carry of the football game. Good hard run by Tony. He'll take it ahead for 9 yards. 2nd down and 1 with under 3:40 left to play in the first half. Ledgers up 49-0. Shane Jans checking in. There's Tony Koenigs again. Rumbles his way for a Ledger first down. 45-yard line, down inside the 30 to the 29. And that'll go for 16 on the carry. Yep, Shane Jans checking in. He's got a double deal going on there. He's got Springs on one screen, Fondy on the other. I love it. Love it. There you go. Option play. Here's the read option. And King is going to take off to the end zone. Touchdown, Springs. Takes it in from 29 yards away. That is King's 3rd rushing touchdown of the football game. It's 55-0 Ledgers. On your Ignatian Healthcare scoreboard, member of SSM Health. Again, the email address tonight is nickr@wfdl.com. That's nickr@wfdl.com. Glad you're with us here. A lot of people watching this game here tonight. Hopefully people are also checking out our radio side of things on 96.1 FM because we have coverage of WLA and Johnson Creek. Fausch's kick is on the way, and it is good. 56-0 Springs. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Is your furnace ready for the frigid cold temperatures this winter? Turn to the experts at Fondy Heating and Air Conditioning, your factory authorized carrier dealer. Save money down the road with preventative maintenance. Their high quality, skilled technicians can handle the job to get that furnace ready to roll for the cold temperatures. To book your appointment today for your fall maintenance on your furnace, turn to the experts and call Fondy Heating and Air Conditioning, your factory authorized carrier dealer. Celebrating 20 years in the business. Call 920-922-4565 or visit fondyheating.com. Good luck to all area teams on their quest to a state title.
56-0 Springs. Ignatian Healthcare scoreboard, member of SSM Health. And Braden King on a 29-yard touchdown run, his third rushing touchdown of the football game. And again, the ledger's up now, big time, and halfway to the century mark. Seeing some substitutions in there for Springs already, with Tony Koenigs doing a couple of carries there. Good job by him. And ball is loose. It'll be taken at the 11, up to the 15, to the 16. And scoots his way out of bounds is Random Lakes' Case Knoll, who does it all, again, for these Rams. We'll break down some of these statistics for you on the way as part of your halftime show. I will tell you already that 84 yards for Miller. His night might be done tonight. As Koenigs came in for him. I'll try the right side of the offense. Miller on the carry for Random Lake. That one doesn't get much. And taking him down, host of ledgers led by Liam Tucker.
Liam Tucker on the tackle.
And I'm just going to do some quick math here for Isaac Highland, who's got 2 rushing touchdowns, 62 yards for him. Braden King got her going in the second quarter here. King, as I do some quick math as well, he's got 105 yards so far tonight. And there is kind of a broken play for Random Lake. And Knoll will dive back on top of it to retain possession. King with 105 yards, couple of touchdowns, 25 yards for Marcus Orlandoni and a touchdown. Tony Koenigs with 25 yards so far. Passing the football for the Ledgers. Probably going to keep this thing on the ground for the majority of the rest of the night. Got total of 80 passing yards for the Ledgers. Braden King. It's 56-0 Springs with 40 seconds left to play here in the first half. Coming up at the half, we'll have a Radio Plus Sports podcast. That's a breakdown of other area matchups and games. That's coming up here tonight on our video stream. It's 4th down. And there's the punt. Nobody back deep to receive for the Ledgers. They're going to let it bounce. And with 15 seconds left to play, I would anticipate this clock continues to tick down, and it will, and that'll be the half. It is 56-0 Springs at the half. We will take just a 30-second break, and we'll come back with our Radio Plus Sports podcast, our weekly prep podcast. 30-second break, back after this.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs, LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs, LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113 or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
Welcome, my friends. How are you? By Moraine Park Technical College. Learn more about the 100-plus program options. Imagine what's next at morainpark.edu/college life. Got my charts in front of me, got my brackets ready to go. The playoff matchups dialed in and set, and what a week it was, and a week that is in high school sports around this area, right? Playoff brackets, well, the teams wrapped up the regular season last Friday. Then very early in the morning on Saturday morning, the WIAA released the playoff groupings. And then from there, they released the playoff matchups. Came out in a timely fashion, by the way. Thank you very much. By about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we knew where everybody was going, who they're playing. Why? Well, maybe not why they're playing them, but that's what we're going to break down for you here. A lot of fun here on the Radio Plus Sports Playoff Podcast. Again, thanks to Moraine Park Technical College. Let's begin with a look at Division I and some surprises in Division I. There was some thought and discussion about how the powers that be, the WIAA, would look at the 1 seeds. Kimberly, Bayport, Madison Memorial, and the number 1 team in the state, Muskego, all check in at number 1 seeds. Now, what's interesting is Fond du Lac had that 1 loss to Kimberly, okay? And the Fond du Lac Cardinals were ranked number 4 in the state in Division I. WisSports.net had that poll out last week. The only team under them that's ranked higher than them here is Madison Memorial. Memorial's unbeaten at 9-0. So did the playoff law, or did the Kimberly loss, that is, hurt the Fond du Lac Cardinals in the playoffs? We'll answer that question with Stephen Jorgensen, head coach of the Cardinals, coming up here within this program. Also, Springs, ranked all year in Division 5. They dropped down to 6. Why did that happen? We'll discuss that on the way as well. A fun-filled show is on the way. But first, the Fond du Lac Cardinals get a nice win last week over the Neenah Rockets at their house. Moving toward the south end zone. Wall Jasper's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Fond du Lac. Fond du Lac 45, Neenah 21. And a beautiful day for Braylon Allen for the Fond du Lac Cardinals. He had over 260 all-purpose yards and a bunch of touchdowns. Braylon Allen still on his feet. Allen running hard like it's the first quarter. Left side, touchdown, Fond du Lac. Just an incredible
64
game.
Yards.
Yeah, 60.
For Braylon Allen.
I know that voice. A 64-yard touchdown run there. Again, Fond du Lac beats Neenah 45-21. Hortonville scores victory over Kaukauna last week, 27-10. So that means the Cardinals share the Valley Football Association South title with Hortonville. Congratulations to Stephen Jorgensen for Fond du Lac being named Coach of the Year in the Valley Football Association South. And Fletcher House named Defensive Player of the Year. Kyle Walljasper named Offensive Player of the Year. Cardinals have Arrowhead in level 1 of the WIAA playoffs. We mentioned the Cardinals are a number 2 seed. Why? Here's the coach.
I think it's more based on the fact that I go into that meeting on Saturday. Well, when I saw the seedings come out on Friday night, I had kind of a feeling who we were going to get. We went into that meeting. It was us, Arrowhead, and 6 schools from the Big 8, and I pretty much knew we were going to get the 2, and Arrowhead was going to get the 7 because they'd want us 2 to match up in the first round, and they could have their little conference tournament there at the other 3 spots. The meeting lasted about 10 minutes. I appealed to try to get the 1 seed. I knew I'd fight for my kids in that. I think we were deserving of being the best team in that region, so I fought for that, and it was shut down pretty quickly by the schools in that conference. But now it's time to go out there and prove what we are. But we got a great team coming to fruit here Friday night.
Yeah, Madison Memorial, Madison West, Madison, La Follette, Middleton, Verona, Sun Prairie, all from the same conference, from the Big 8. And they'll all play each other. Those 6 teams play each other in level 1 of the playoffs. And you'll go down the line here, and they'll all play each other all the way up until level 3. The difference there, okay, versus a 1 and a 2 is Fond du Lac will have to go on the road in level 3 if they make it that far at Madison Memorial, provided some other team doesn't knock them out. But if the 1 and 2 hold up, again, Fondy would be on the road in level 3.
No, this is no 7 seed. I mean, I looked through the brackets; they're better than many 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, and 2s. I mean, there's some 2 and 3 seeds this team would really handle. This is a great football team that plays in arguably the best conference in the state. The games they've lost have been very close, besides about one of them. Their offensive line is huge. They got good athletes. It just hasn't all come together for them every single game on the scoreboard. But talent-wise, it's as talented of a football team as we've played all year. But we're really excited about the matchup. We got to play our best game of the season, and that's what we're planning to do.
Taking a look at Arrowhead, they got it together when it really push came to shove, but they stuttered and they didn't play very well at certain times of the year. This season. So again, Fondy the 2, Arrowhead the 7. Watch the Fondy and Arrowhead game at our website on Friday night, radioplusinfo.com. Let's travel around to the bottom half of this bracket, the bottom half regional grouping. Muskego, number 1 team in the state in Division 1. They draw the 1. Franklin, a team Fond du Lac beat earlier this season, first game of the year. They draw a 2 seed. The 3 is Kenosha Indian Trail. There we go. And the 4, McGuanago. 5 is Oak Creek. 6 is Racine. K7 is Kenosha Bradford. And the 8th seed is Milwaukee, Pulaski, Carmen South, and Southeast, the co-op team there. Taking a look at the Fox Valley Association. Now, the discussion was, how are they going to do this with a power trio of Bayport, Kimberly, and Fond du Lac, and all 3 went to different groupings. All right, and you're looking at this thing. Oh, bracket. Okay, if Fondy would meet Kimberly again, it wouldn't be until the state championship game. They're not in the same sectional. So again, the only time they would meet in the playoffs would be the state championship game. Hopefully that's the case. But Kimberly draws the 1 there on the left side of the bracket. Appleton North, a team they handily beat last week, draws the 2 seed. The 3 seed went to Appleton East. Interestingly enough, Neenah, 4-5 on the season. They draw a 4 seed. They'll host Hudson tonight, the 5 seed, Friday night. Let's see. The 6 is DC Everest. Eau Claire Memorial is number 7. And Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln will come to Kimberly. They'll take on the Papermakers as the number 8 seed. And Bayport, another team ranked in Division 1. They drop down to the left side of the bracket there. Number 1 seed there. Marquette is 2. So Bayport is pooled with all of the Milwaukee schools and a Green Bay school in there as well. Preble is in there at the 5 seed. Manitowoc up there as well, up to the northeast portion of the state. They are number 7 seed as well. So look at Division 1. If you take a look at Fond du Lac and Arrowhead tonight, more from the head coach.
I would say offensively, they're more of a spread offense. Think a little bit Franklin from earlier in the year.
Yep.
Big offensive line, almost looks like a college offensive line once again, size-wise. And then they got good athletes on the edge. Tall receiver in Gilmore, who's a good hoops player. Another really fast receiver out there. They run a little power run game in there with some pin and pull, some GT and some zone run game in there and reads. But they like to throw the quick screen out to the edges and then stretch it vertically with their big receiver. They got the athletes. So we got to really play fast on the defensive side of the ball. I love our game plan. So I think we'll be able to have a great plan to slow them down on offense. And then defensively, they've been primarily a 3-4 team front there, and we've seen that this year a little bit. They've got some multiple fronts they use as well, but once again, they got some players back from last year, good big nose guard, two veteran inside linebackers, a talented outside linebacker, so they got some guys back on the defensive side of the ball with a lot of talent, but we like I said, I think we got a great game plan offensively, and our goal is to put a lot of points on the board.
And Stephen Jorgensen, coach of the Cardinals. What could be interesting is a Madison Memorial Fond du Lac Level 3 matchup. We mentioned, we previewed that a little bit earlier here, but remember, no Madison Public School has been to the state semis in some time. Madison Memorial, just 1 playoff win in the last 15 seasons. Could it be their year? We'll see. We'll go through some of the other divisions with area matchups and teams from our area. Let's go to Division 4. Campbellsport draws an 8 seed. They're at Kiel, the 1 seed. Berlin is a 3. They're hosting Ripon. Ripon Tigers get into the playoffs. They're a 6 seed. And Winneconne, They will be at Sheboygan Falls coming up later on Friday. Again, these matchups in Division 4. Division 4 as well, Kewaskum, they get into the playoffs. They are home to East Troy on Friday night. Division 5, some area teams. Omro and Kewanee hook up the 2-7 matchup. Laconia in the playoffs, they are a 5. They're at New Holstein, a 4 seed. And the Lamira Lions, they get into the playoffs. They are a 5 seed. And they're at Horicon Eustis for the 4 seed on Friday night. Again, these matchups in Division 5. Now, let's talk Division 6. Okay, this is interesting. Again, Springs was ranked in Division 5 all year. Ledgers were anywhere from 1 all the way down to 6 to 5 to 4. They lost their first 2 games of the season. Lost to Lake Country Lutheran and to Amherst. All right. Amherst, by the way, just incredible. They're a 1 seed, and deservingly so, in Division 5. They are looking to get back to state and do some damage along the way. So Amherst, by the way, great season. Anyway, Springs drops down to Division 6. From Division 5 to Division 6. Why? Well, here's Bob Highland.
We never know where we're going to be. When you're on the bubble like we are, one team will make a difference. And this year it so happens that a couple teams got in the upper divisions. And when Omro beat Lamira the other day, last Friday, that put us in there. But, again, when you're on the bubble, you don't know if you're one or the other. And the same thing happened to quite a few schools dropping down a division from previous years. So we'll play wherever we have to.
We'll play wherever we have to. I like that. That's Bob Highland from Springs. Yeah, he mentioned a matchup there, Lamira and Omro. Now, Omro had a win to get in. They beat Lamira. They're in the playoffs in Division 5. That means that the smallest school in Division 5, Springs, goes down to Division 6. That's how that works. More from Ledgers head coach Bob Highland here.
Offensively, they're out of the gun. They're in a spread formation. Generally, most of the time, 4 wide out. They're a lot of motion. And they are probably 50-50 run and pass. So we have our hands full. They'll try to outguess us, but I think, again, one of the things that we have to do better at is the line play, control the line of scrimmage.
The Ledgers won Division 5 the last 2 years. They are in Division 6 this year. Iola Scandinavia, defending state champion from Division 6. Remember, Springs won Division 5 last year. Iola Scandinavia won 6. They didn't make the playoffs this year. Things just got a whole lot more interesting. What could be a good matchup, if you look here at this regional, is Racine Lutheran and Springs. That would be a 1-2 matchup because the 1 went to Racine Lutheran and Springs got, again, the 2 seed there. Look for that matchup possibly. Springs very sloppy earlier this year, but they got it together and they've rolled into the playoffs and they've made it to at least the state semifinals 11 consecutive years. Have the Ledgers. The Ledgers, by the way, they have Random Lake coming up tonight from North Fond du Lac, and that'll be their home for the next couple of weeks.
All it is, and when you get in the playoffs, it's one and done, and if you look ahead, you're probably done. So we do not look ahead at all. We're taking this one second week. Hopefully we play Winnebago Lutheran and then go right down the line from there. But you have to take them one at a time. If you look ahead, you probably get sniped a little bit.
So the Ledgers have a matchup against Random Lake, as we mentioned, in Level 1. The Vikings of WLA, they're right above Springs in the bracket. They're the 3-6 matchup against Johnson Creek. WLA coach Kevin Lair.
Oh, it was, we thought going in, because of 5A is a tough conference, we thought we were a 3/4 seed. And so we ended up around the area we figured, and we're excited with the opportunity to. We got a tough team in Johnson Creek coming in, and we'll see what happens Friday night.
WLA and Johnson Creek, you can listen to that game on 95 and 96.1 The Rock.
It is. We're finally we're very healthy right now. What healthy as we've been all year. We had some ankle injury, shoulder injury, and the guys are healthy. And we're excited to see what happens. Or if we're clicking right now, and we can hopefully carry that in here in the next few weeks.
Kevin Lair, again, the head coach of the Vikings.
We got to get off to a good start. We got to be able, like I said, we got to be able to pass, to set up the run. And, we're going to be looking to get to our skilled Swartz and Laird and Nell on the outside, and hopefully get a lead and pound it with Lofton. So.
And finally, in Division 6, Marcus Andros a 5. They're at Auburndale, the 4, coming up on Friday night. Randolph Rockets, they're hosting Burlington Catholic Central. That's a 4-5 matchup as the Rockets make the playoffs after beating Cambria Friesen last Friday night.
Yeah, like I said, they do run some veer, and with that being said, there's going to be some times when they do some specially designed, like double option type plays where they get him an opportunity to get in space, either pitch it or run with it, and most of the time he likes to run with it. He's very quick, so we'll have to contain him as much as we can, as well as their fullback. He's been one of their major ball carriers. A really good running back, so we need to try to limit what they can do. We're not going to stop them totally. We need to try to limit them as much as we can.
Randolph Rockets back in the playoffs. You can listen to the Randolph game on The Source on Friday evening as well. That about does it for our Radio Plus Sports Prep podcast playoff preview. Got all that? Should be fun. Enjoy the playoffs. We'll be back next week for another edition of our show. Thanks to Moraine Park Technical College. Learn more about the 100-plus program options and imagine what's next at morainepark.edu/college life. Nick Rush, Radio Plus Sports Director, out.
Head to 961therock.com for the complete schedule of the Summit Automotive game plan. Green Bay Packers players in Fond du Lac, talking football and having fun.
Fridays are even better when they're $500 Fridays from Sunny 97.7. Listen in for our featured sponsor every week. They will share facts about their business on air, online, and at the business location. Keep track of the facts because they will make you up to $500 richer every $500 Friday. Plus, each weekly sponsor will also give you a chance to win their prize. Qualify for the weekly prize by calling in when you hear the $500 Friday sounder. And just for being caller number 7, you'll instantly win a certificate to the Sweet and Salty Pig.
Welcome back to North Fond du Lac. Welcome back to RadioPlusInfo.com. This is our video stream tonight. Ledgers of St. Mary Springs Academy up 56-0 over the Random Lake Rams on your Ignesian Healthcare scoreboard, a member of SSM Health. Ledgers will kick it away here to begin the second half. We'll have running clock here from North Fond du Lac, and there's an end-over-end kick, and that'll be scooped up and fumbled for a moment at the 15, trying to get to the 20, 25. Still on his feet, ripped down just shy of the 30-yard line. So that's where Random Lake will come up for the first time tonight. And we have a stop of play. First time of the second half, I should say. We have a stop of play here as Ram is down right now. Again, a lot of folks checking into the game tonight. Simone Blackburn along with Abe Sell is checking in too. A lot of families watching the game here tonight. Also like to welcome Cassandra Bratton, Bob Highland's favorite niece, and Kevin watching from North Dakota. They say go Isaac and go Ledgers. Again, Cassie Bratton from Mayville, North Dakota. Checking in tonight. Thank you again as always. Capelli Brothers and Dietrich is a proud sponsor of tonight's game, founded back in 1948. They provide quality workmanship to all clients at very affordable prices. They've completed many commercial and manufacturing, construction, and remodeling projects. Log on to CapelliDietrich.com. Special thanks to Fondi Heating and Air Conditioning, Muthic Industries, Anders Auto Parts, the Leb Insurance Group, Marian University, Lakeshore Financial, Summit Automotive, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Everson & Gibbs, BCI Burke Company, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, National Exchange Bank and Trust, and Holiday Automotive. They're all proud sponsors of our video stream here in the postseason. Fond du Lac leads Arrowhead at the half, 28-14. That game is being played at Fruth tonight. What else do we have? Some other halftime scores for you. Also in the Flyweight Conference, New Holstein leads Laconia, 21-12. That being played in New Holstein tonight. Division 5, Stratford over Spooner, 50-0. Winnebago Lithard Academy, they're trailing Johnson Creek at the half, 20-7. The Vikings in that game went for it a couple of times in their own territory, and they missed it. That led to a short field, a couple of occasions for Johnson Creek, and they capitalized and got a couple of touchdowns in that ball game. Andrew Matchey is the injured player that is coming off the field right now. And Division 7, Randolph and Burlington Catholic Central, no score at the end of 3. It's kind of a defensive chess match, that ball game. But we're back to action here from North Fond du Lac. And there's a fumble on the play, and the Ledgers are going to pounce back on this thing again. Another turnover for Random Lake. That's number 4 of the football game, and the Ledgers will find themselves with a very, very short field position again. And the Ledgers will see if they can punch it in here. Email address, nickr@wfdl.com. Cade Sobel jump back on top of it. Ledger's second string is in. Sobel gives it to Tony Koenigs. And Koenigs will take another carry for Springs from the 26-yard line, the line of scrimmage, down to about the 15, maybe 16. He's near 10 yards. Will they spot him first down? Yes, they will. 1st and 10 Springs. They'll take it just to the 16-yard line. Double backs in the backfield for Springs again. Cade Sobel hands it off to Koenigs inside of the Random Lake defense. They go down to the 5-yard line. Another 10-yard clip. It's going to be 1st and goal for Springs at the 5-yard line with 10:15 remaining in the third quarter. And the Ledgers on the move with a very short field after the turnover. 4th turnover for Random Lake. Double back to the backfield for Sobel. And Sobel gives it. Handoff will go to the left-hand side. And that one goes to Koenigs again. Doesn't get in. Gets a couple there. Let's see. Miller with 84 yards rushing on 9 carries tonight. Highland with only 4 carries, but 2 of them went for touchdowns. There's Tony Koenigs again, spinning his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And Koenigs takes it in from a couple of yards away. And Koenigs finally does some damage there and gets a touchdown. But 62 yards for Isaac Highland tonight. Again, a couple of touchdowns for him. Braden King, 105 on the ground as he finishes the day with 2 rushing touchdowns. Marcus Orlandoni got back into the scoring column there, a 5-yard carry back in the first half. He finished the night just 2 carries for 25 yards, working him slowly back into the offense after that injury. Foul kick is on the way, and it is partially blocked. It's up and no good, and it is 62-0. 2-0 Springs. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Muthig Industries in Fond du Lac would like to wish our area teams best of luck in their quest to a state title. Muthig Industries is a family-owned business that started in 1965. They're one of the area's top full-service manufacturers of precision metal stampings, laser cutting, production machining and turning, tool and die manufacturing, and custom metal fabrication products. They're dedicated to providing the highest quality services to their customers. For more info, visit muthigind.com. Good luck, athletes, and all your hard work and dedication from the staff at Muthig Industries. 33 East Larson Drive, Fond du Lac.
Jacob and Kayla Banky from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Give the rock to Banky, they say. They're coming in tonight as well. A lot of people watching tonight's game for free at radioplusinfo.com. You can do so as well on YouTube. It's linked up to our podcasting page. If you go to our homepage, if you're not familiar, if you're new to this or maybe finding a link that somebody shared with you, that's okay as well. Right side of the page, click on Watch High School Sports, and then it takes you to games that we've done and live games in progress now. And Springs game in progress now, Fond du Lac and Arrowhead in progress now as well. Thanks to National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck, Hammer, and Slavin, BCI Burke Company, Everson and Gibbs, Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial, Leb Insurance Group, Marion University, Anders Auto Parts, along with Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, Fondi Heating and Air Conditioning, and Muthig Industries, making our broadcast possible here tonight of high school sports. Again, Nick Rush from North Fond du Lac High School tonight. The Ledgers played here last week to end the regular season, beat the Orioles 42-0. Miller on the carry. And they play here this week, and we have another injured player down for Random Lake, and that is Ethan Miller down on the field too. And Tyler will take a look at him, walking out now. Again, the trainer from Ignatian Healthcare, member of SSM Health. We are going to keep things right here for the time being as Miller gets attention on the field. Sportsmanship doesn't stop when the game ends. It's part of the community you live in. Respect, character, dignity, and leading by example. Your community, your team, we're proud to sponsor the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started back in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. Recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. Again, this from Rural Mutual Insurance and the WIAA. Of course, the Ledgers won the Flyaway Conference, a 6-0 conference mark. Big East Conference with the likes of Hilbert, Cedar Grove, Belgium, these Rams of Random Lake, Oostburg, Reedsville, Ozaki, Kohler, Sheboygan Lutheran Christian, Howards Grove, Manitowoc Lutheran, and Mishicot all make up that Big East Conference, where Random Lake and the Rams finished tied for third in the conference with Oostburg. Eventual conference champion Hilbert beat everybody, went 9-0 in the conference. Cedar Grove, Belgium, they're playing in the playoffs as well. Division 5, they're having a nice start to their postseason. They're up by a couple of touchdowns in their Division 5 game as well right now. Handoff, left side. Ledger's defense gives up a chunk there. Gain of, say, 7 on the play. The running back in now.
Keeble, blank, in on the tackle.
And again, about 8 yards on the pickup.
3rd and 1.
We will scoot that window down just a bit here. And block some of that wind from coming in here. There is another handoff, and that's going to be Random Lake's first down of the second half, and first down since the opening quarter.
For the Rams, 1st and 10 from their own 43.
.708, and the time ticks away here at 62-0 Springs on your Ignesian Healthcare scoreboard. Member of SSM Health, as you take a peek at some of the teams that did not make it into the playoffs. And passing now is Random Lake. They're going to try for a shot downfield, and that is intercepted by the Ledgers. Great job by Springs. Wow, what a pass. Gavin Jans, what an interception. And for the Ledgers, Jans picked it off, and that's Random Lake's 5th turnover of the football game. Lodi had the longest playoff streak come to an end. The Lodi Blue Devils missed out for the first time since 2000. Other double-digit playoff streaks came to an end. Mount Horeb Barneveld. Ledgers continuing to move the sticks, and there's a 13, 14-yard gain. Springs. And Ledgers move it ahead again. Believe that another handoff. Cade Sobel still on there at quarterback for the Ledgers. I believe Mason Beekle got that carry, the sophomore running back. And there's another carry, this time by Koenigs, 40-yard line, 35-30. And Koenigs takes it from the 48-yard line inside the Random Lake side of the 50 down to the 30-yard line. And there's a 22-yard pickup for Mr. Koenigs, who's having himself a pretty nice game again for Springs. Racine Case ended the longest playoff drought. The Eagles are in for the first time since 1997. Tony Koenigs with another carry takes it to almost the 20, 21, 9-yard pickup, second down for Springs.
2nd and 1.
Augusta is in for the first time since 2004. Sauk Prairie, they enter the playoffs for the first time since 2007. So some playoff droughts coming to an end this year. Ledgers will jump, and that's Caden Blank. The tight end popped out early, and be a 5-yard illegal procedure. Back as the clock continues to tick down here. Ledgers up 62-0. A couple of teams, 3 of them actually, made moves this year to 8-man football after making 11-player postseason last year. Suring, 3 Lakes, and Wabeno Leona moved to 8-player football after playing in the postseason with 11-man last year. Beekle on the carry to the left-hand side, gets it almost to the 21 after a 5-yard pickup. Beekle coming up on his 4th carry of the football game. Fall River Rio, the brand new co-op this year, and they play at a beautiful facility in Fall River, don't they? If you haven't been there yet, come for the band, stay for the stadium, stay for the artificial turf. Beekle takes another carry. That one goes for 3. It's a Ledger's first down. Fall River misses the playoffs after making it last year. Rio last made it back in 2015. Total of 32 teams saw their division change this year compared to last year. 29 of them moved down a division, just 3 moved up. The Ledgers are one of the teams that moved down. They went from Division 5 last year, where they won the state championship, to Division 6 this year, a team that gave them all they could handle in the state championship. Iola Scandinavia 2 years ago in Division 6 they're not in the playoffs this year. Goes for a couple there by Miller. Pickup of 3 yards on the play. There's Koenigs. Left side. Springs. With 2:10 left to play in the third quarter. And got about a yard or so. Total of 52 teams that are different in 2019 than qualified back in 2018. And there is the handoff to Tony Koenigs. Again on the left side, takes it down to the 5. And the Ledgers move the sticks. And a first down with 1:36 and counting left to play here in the third quarter. And last time that we checked, Fond du Lac was up over Arrowhead 28-14. That was at the half. And Johnson Creek was up over WLA 20-7. That score was at the half as well. We're trying to get an update for you before we leave. And there's a pitch. Koenigs is going to fumble it. He's going to try to get back on top of it, and he does to recover the fumble. And they will stop the play there after Koenigs pounced back on top of it. Now a minute left to play in the third quarter with the Ledgers leading again 62-0, as you can see. Coming up next week, if the Ledgers play the Vikings, we'll have that game for you on 95 and 96.1 The Rock on our radio station. Another handoff for Springs. That one goes to Beekle. Beekle with his 5th carry of the football game. And that one will go for 4 or 5 there. 20 seconds left to play. It's third down and goal as they're outside the 10-yard line after the fumble. And twin receivers near side ball at the far hash. Koenigs and Beekle in the backfield. Sabel keeps himself, cuts it upfield, and he'll dive inside the 5-yard line, about the 3 or so. End of quarter number 3. It is 62-0 Springs. A 1-minute break. We'll come back. North Fond du Lac after this on Radio Plus Sports.
I won. Nice.
Oh, yeah? You won the Taco Bell Xbox One X with a new Elite controller. Can you handle all that power? Can you wipe out enemies in the Outer Worlds? Survive? Still sleep at night?
How do you know all this?
I won last week.
Hey, that's my chalupa.
Grab a $5 double chalupa box for your chance to win an exclusive Xbox One X Eclipse bundle.
I want to get health insurance. What do? Step 1, call the Lev Insurance Group. That's it. We will assign you a dedicated agent who will help you sift through all the confusing insurance lingo and offer options uniquely tailored to you. Even if you have questions later on, you can always call your dedicated agent. Best of all, it won't cost you extra to use our services, but it could cost you a fortune not to. The Lev Insurance Group. Healthcare simplified.
Start of quarter number 4, and the Ledgers lead 62-0. 95, 96.1 TheRock.com, WTCX.com. Fond du Lac leads Arrowhead at 35-14. 20-7 is the score in favor of Johnson Creek over WLA. Koenigs, Tony Koenigs takes it up. He'll go into the end zone for a Ledgers touchdown. And it's 68-0 Springs after a 3-yard touchdown plunge. Could be a rematch in Division I as you take a look at that division between Muskego and Kimberly. Of course, Kimberly did not win the state championship a season ago. They had their state title drought, or state title run, that is, come to an end after that. And Ledgers are two-time state champs. 2 in a row. Won it back in 2017 and 18, and they want nothing less than another state championship this season. Again, we'll see what happens. They have some competition to get through in Division 6. Is the road easier in Division 6? I don't know. You have to go through unbeaten Racine Lutheran, and you have to play them down there because they're the 1 seed, and you're the 2. You got to go on the road to play that. That would be in 2 weeks. If Johnson Creek holds on to beat WLA, that game would be here. No matter what, it'll be here, but Johnson Creek would come here next week, Friday night, take on these Ledgers. Ledgers are the higher seed there between the two. Run up and the kick, and 15-20 yard line, running east and west, still on his feet down the left sidelines in front of the Random Lake bench. Hefner will knock him out of bounds, but decent return nonetheless by the Rams. Case Knoll. Thank you again to Capelli Brothers and Dietrich, a proud sponsor of this game tonight. Founded back in 1948, they provide quality workmanship to all clients at very affordable prices. They've completed many commercial and manufacturing, construction, and remodeling projects. Visit CapelliDietrich.com for more information. Special thanks to Fondi Heating and Air Conditioning and Muthig Industries as well. Love Insurance Group and Anders Auto Parts sponsoring our post-game show, which is on the way at the end of this one. Tackle by the Ledgers, Cooper Bilo. After Knoll gets a carry. Ledgers holding them to under 50 total yards here tonight. Random Lake has had a bunch of turnovers, 5 turnovers, and when you do that against a team like Springs, a great team like the Ledgers, you turn the football over deep in your own territory a couple of times, it's not going to bode well. It's going to bode well for a number of different occasions. And there's a handoff. Handoff goes again to Knoll. Case Knoll still in there, running hard. He started off the game tonight at the quarterback position, but this time he gets first out as a running back.
On the tackle.
Creatively renewed. Not sure who that is, but they're checking in, saying, let's go Ledgers all the way down to Madison. A lot of people still watching tonight's game. Again, Nick R. at WFDL.com. Knoll on the carry. Bilo there to knock him down. Cooper does the damage there. Badgers in action coming up on Saturday. What that means for the Badgers, you know, that loss was so ugly last week to Illinois. They lose on a last-second field goal. Badgers were 30-plus point favorites coming into that ball game, and they just couldn't get it done. And that game is, of course, nearly not as big as what it would have been if the Badgers would have won last week and then went to Ohio State. Game is on the road tomorrow for the Badgers. 11 o'clock kick there. Game 3 of the World Series is tonight. How about the Washington Nationals bringing out the whooping stick last game on Wednesday night. Nationals, an 8-game winning streak, playoffs. And to think that it all began, 9-game winning streak, all began with a comeback win over the Milwaukee Brewers in the wild card game. Remember that? Yeah. As they got to Josh Hader and roughed him up, and they went on to play National League Division Series, won that. Won the National League Championship Series, beat the St. Louis Cardinals, and find themselves in the World Series. Remember the Expos? Expos, of course, a ugly logo, but Expos transition to become the Washington Nationals. Shotgun formation, 3 backs to the backfield now, and the handoff is going to go up the middle. That handoff will go to number 42 in Brock Upson.
Jans on the tackle. Enough for a Ram first down.
And the Rams move the sticks down the field. Again, Ledger's trying to maybe preserve a shutout here, up 68-0, and that will await the winner of the Johnson Creek and WLA game. That game, by the way, is in the 4th quarter, and Johnson Creek is still up at 20-7. Couple of backs splitting quarterback in the backfield. And again, Upson gets the carry and take it to 30-yard line as the clock continues to tick down after a 1-yard pickup. Hepner in on the stop again for Springs. Ledgers, they have been to level 4 of the playoffs every year since they've made the playoffs. This is year number 19 of them being in the WIAA. They've made the playoffs 17 out of 19 years. And when they do get in, they make it to level 4 every year. If they make it to level 4 this year, that means they would have went through, most likely, more than likely, the number 1 seed in the regional grouping, and that was Racine Lutheran. But and you're taking one playoff game at a time here. It's interesting how the seeding meetings go. Love to be a fly on the wall and some of that stuff going on there. It's you know, basically it's basically stating your case for where you feel your team ranks in to everybody else and positions themselves to everybody else. You get your time to state your case, and everybody puts it all together, and you come out and shake out with the seeds 1 through 8, and you have a chance to appeal it, and maybe you're heard, maybe you're not. Backs in the backfield, out of the shotgun formation for Random Lake. And Knoll back in there and takes the snap at quarterback. Knoll to the 10-yard line, to the 5, and dives in. He fumbled it, though. And I think he stepped out. Yep, he stepped out prior to that. He's inside the 5 at about the 3. And the clock continues to tick again. A running clock with the Ledgers being up 69-0. Ignesian Healthcare scoreboard, member of SSM Health. It's 1st and goal. We'll go inside the 3-yard line. Coming up, we'll have an opportunity to chat with hopefully some of the players involved there. Part of this game here tonight. And backs in the backfield. Upson with the carry, right side. Ledger's D holds serve for now. Takes it maybe for a yard to the 2. And 4:15 left to play. We'll have a recap of some of the stats for you. Part of our Web Insurance and Enders Auto Parts post-game show. Hang on for that. Then we'll be on our way here with our video stream team, our video unit. Again, thanks to Alex Buck, our camera. Thanks to Rick Schultz providing some assistance tonight. And Abe Flood is our video producer to my left. I'm Nick Rush. Level 1, Division 6 action. Here's Knoll, gets stacked up and driven backwards. That's a good stop by the Ledgers. That's Tim Schussler, and Bone in on the stop. Good job. 3rd down and goal as they back up. A loss of 6 7 yards on the run. 3:12 left to play in this one. Ledger's up big. (20-7) Johnson Creek yet over WLA. And passing situation. Left side, Nola's going to take off with it. He's going to try to get to the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown, Random Lake. Knoll taking it in from 10 yards away. And 69-6 is your score. And they are going to attempt the point after touchdown here. And Knoll, who just ran it in, is a holder. Lines down, snap clean, kick is away. It is up, and it is good. And the extra point kicked through by Aiden Vandenbush, Jr. Take a timeout, come back after this. Radio Plus Sports.
If you could have an award or $500, which would you take?
Why not both?
At Marian University, you can earn an early Sabre Award and a $500 yearly scholarship just for applying before November 1st. That's $500 each year that can go towards your education.
That's great, but November 1st will be here soon, and I haven't begun to apply.
Don't worry about it. It's actually super simple. Just visit marianuniversity.edu/apply and see for yourself. You'll be surprised how quick and easy it is.
(69-7)
At the end of 3 quarters, it's still Johnson Creek
is
20,
your score
WLA 7.
on your Ignesian Healthcare scoreboard, member of SSM Health. There goes the shutout. Ledgers were trying to pitch it, but no go. Now Springs back deep to receive the kick from number 33, Aiden Vandenbush again, the junior kicker. And a swing of the right leg, and it is going to be fielded at the 15 to the 20, 25, 30-yard line, 35, 40-yard line. Ripped down is Isaac Highland. Again, some stats for Highland tonight. 62 rushing yards, couple of touchdowns. 84 rushing yards for David Miller tonight. Braden King with 105 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. And let's see, a couple through the air as well, counting for 5 total touchdowns. 80 yards passing tonight for the Ledgers quarterback with 2:07 left to play. And there's a Tony Koenig's run. Koenig's having a pretty nice second half as well, getting into the statistical column there. 1:55 left to play. Koenig's picks up 3. Coming up on our social media pages, we'll get you an interview with Coach Bob Highland on the field. We'll also get you, hopefully, some players' interviews if I can track some guys down for you as well. And Koenigs will move ahead with it as well with 90 seconds left to play in this one. And everybody was looking forward to a hopeful matchup between WLA and Springs. Don't know if that's going to happen with the Vikings losing to Johnson Creek 20-7, and the Vikings were doing some interesting things in that ball game from what I hear, where we're going forward a couple of times in their own territory on 4th down. They were faking punts, trying to catch trying to check Johnson Creek off guard there, but so far I guess not working. Down 20-7. There's another handoff to Koenigs, crossing the 45 to the 44. A couple of yards on the play. And with 40 seconds left in this one, it's going to melt down here from North Fond du Lac. High School, home of the Orioles. Good to see, by the way, North Fond du Lac get a football team back for 11-man football. 26-7, Johnson Creek leads over WLA now. Koenig's on the carry, loses one, and that's going to be it. 15 seconds left to play. And your final score is going to be Springs 69 and Random Lake 7 on your Ignatian Healthcare scoreboard, a member of SSM Health. Web Insurance Group, Anders Auto Parts post-game show. Again, we mentioned the stats, 62 yards for Isaac Highland, couple of touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns for Braden King, 105 yards on the ground, 80 yards through the air for him, and a couple of passing touchdowns in the football game as well. Ledgers will more than likely play Johnson Creek next Friday right here if they hold on to knock off WLA. 26-7, Johnson Creek with the lead on that ball game. Again, thanks to Alex Buck, thanks to Abe Flood, our video producer, thanks to Rick Schultz, Nick Rush signing off. Springs 69 and Random Lake 7 on your scoreboard. Thanks for joining us for Radio Plus Sports. Check our website out for the complete broadcast schedule. For Nick Rush, good night.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
National Exchange Bank and Trust, Averbeck Hammer and Slavin, BCI Burt Company,
FloorQuest, Taco Bell, Attorneys Everson and Gibbs,
Fox Valley Savings Bank, Summit Automotive, Lakeshore Financial,
Camera Casino, the Leb Insurance Group, Marion University,
Anders Auto Parts, and Flying By Drone Service.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.